Once upon a time, in the serene village of Obiago, nestled amid rolling hills and lush greenery, lived a determined young girl named Adana. Her parents, hardworking and humble, provided for their family with love and simplicity. Adana's dream reached beyond the village. The fate smiled upon her when a benevolent rich man offered her a scholarship to attend the best high school in town. As Adana stepped into the world of knowledge and opportunity, she encountered the vibrant atmosphere of the high school. Amidst the hustle and bustle, she crossed paths with Jidenna, a charismatic boy from a wealthy family. Their connection blossomed as they shared laughter, dreams, and the challenges of navigating the new chapter in their lives. Jidenna, with his affluence, never let it overshadow his genuine character. Adana admired his humility and the kindness, and soon their friendship evolved into something deeper. Their love story unfolded against the backdrop of academic pursuits, extracurricular adventures, and the beauty of growing up. Despite the differences in their backgrounds, Adana and Jidenna found common ground in their aspirations and values. Adana's scholarship was not just a ticket to education, it was a bridge that connected hearts from diverse worlds. Together, they faced the trials of teenagehood, supporting each other's dreams and weathering the storms of life. As the years unfolded, Adana and Jidenna's love story became an inspiration in the corridors of their high school. Their tale echoed beyond the village of Yobiago, symbolizing the power of education, compassion, and the unifying force of genuine connections. As Adana and Jidenna journeyed through their high school years, their bond deepened, becoming an anchor in the sea of academic challenges and teenage complexities. The halls echoed with shared laughter, whispered dreams, and the quiet comfort of two souls entwined. As graduation approached, excitement mingled in the air. Adana and Jidenna, having weathered the storm of adolescence age together, faced the bittersweet reality of parting ways. Dreams beckoned them in different directions. Jidenna, fueled by ambition, secured admission to one of the best universities in the city, while Adana's path led her towards a different direction. The day of their farewell arrived, and the school courtyard buzzed with emotions. Amidst tearful goodbyes and promises to stay in touch, Adana and Jidenna exchanged heartfelt vows to remain connected. To bridge the gap that distance would soon impose, little did they know that life's unpredictable course would challenge the sincerity of such promises. As Jidenna embarked on his university journey in the bustling city, like distant echoes of a melody lost in the wind, the realization of their growing apart weighed heavily on both Adana and Jidenna. The once vibrant thread of their shared experiences in the high school now frayed, leaving behind a sense of nostalgia and a lingering ache in their hearts. Each milestone achieved and every success celebrated was bittersweet, shadowed by the absence of the one person who had been a constant companion through the formative years of their lives. As the chapters of their individual stories unfolded, Adana and Jidenna couldn't help but reflect on the profound impact they had made on each other. The sadness of losing a connection that once felt unbreakable left an indelible mark, reminding them that while life may lead us down different paths, the echoes of shared memories remain eternally imprinted on the canvas of our hearts. Jidenna immersed himself in the bustling life of the city, pursuing his dreams of higher education. The distance took a toll on his relationship with Adana, and they reluctantly decided to part ways, unaware of the secrets Adana harbored within her. As Jidenna delved into his studies, Adana faced the harsh realities of life alone. Her parents' disappointments and subsequent disownment left her with no choice but to fend for herself and her unborn child. Undeterred by societal judgment, she took to the streets, hawking fruit to make a living. The burden of responsibility weighed heavily on Adana's young shoulders, and the challenges of motherhood arrived sooner than expected. At the age of 16, she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl alone, yet determined. Adana navigated the complexities of parenthood, drawing strength from the love she felt for her daughter. Meanwhile, Oluoma, Adana's mother, couldn't bear the separation from her daughter, despite the initial anger and disappointment. Maternal instincts compelled her to bridge the gap. Oluoma found solace in visiting Adana in the neighboring town, witnessing the resilience of her daughter and the undeniable bond forming between Adana and her granddaughter, Chidalu. Restless nights led Oluoma to plead with her husband to bring Adana back home. After initial hesitation, he relented, recognizing the importance of the family and the need to support Adana in her journey of motherhood. The reunion was emotional, a blend of forgiveness, understanding, and the unbreakable ties that bound them together. Adana felt so happy reintegrating with her family once again. In the busy town where Adana's parents resided, life had taken unexpected turns. Adana, now a resilient woman in her 20s, remained unmarried, devoting her days to hustling for her family and caring for her teenage daughter, Chidalu, as well as her aging parents. Chidalu, a bright and ambitious girl, turned 16 and secured admission to the university, marking a new chapter in their lives. She moved to her new school, eager to pursue her dreams and make her family proud. Meanwhile, Jidenna had evolved into a very successful man, working for an esteemed oil company. Though he had experienced the pain of losing his first wife, he found solace in his accomplishments. One day, fate intervened as he encountered a strikingly beautiful young woman, 20 years old and full of life. There was an inexplicable connection that drew him to her. Unknown to Jidenna, the young woman he had met was none other than his biological daughter, Chidalu. The universe had woven an intricate web, bringing together father and daughter without either of them realizing the truth. Jidenna, now a widower, took an interest in Chidalu's life, not only as a form of penance for the past, but also out of genuine care. He provided support in every possible way, unaware that the woman he was growing fond of was his long-lost daughter from many years ago. Chidalu, recognizing the familiar warmth in Jidenna's presence, found herself falling in love with him all over again. She confided in her mother, Adana, about the strange but beautiful twist of fate. Excitement filled their hearts as they planned to reveal the truth to Chidalu's parents, hoping to reunite the family that had endured so much pain and separation. The anticipation day arrived, and Chidalu's mother and grandparents eagerly awaited the meeting with Chidalu's newfound love. However, as they opened the door to welcome their guests, shock and disbelief gripped the room. Jidenna stood there face to face with Adana, the woman he had once loved and the daughter he never knew existed. Emotions erupted, and the revelation sent ripples through the room. Adana's parents struggled to comprehend the intricate connections that had eluded them for so long. In that unexpected moment, the past and present collided, unraveling a complex tapestry of love, loss, and the resilience of the human spirit. The story continued to unfold, weaving a narrative of forgiveness, acceptance, and the extraordinary journey of a family brought back together by the thread of fate. As the shocking truth unfolded, Adana's world crumbled before her. The revelation that Jidenna was not just a stranger, but the father of her beloved daughter, Chidalu, left her speechless. Unable to contain her emotions, Adana adamantly refused the idea of Chidalu marrying the man from her past, who is also her father. Chidalu, confused and hurt, confronted her mother, seeking an explanation for her sudden opposition. Adana, overwhelmed by the weight of the past and unexpected present, struggled to articulate her feelings. Finally, she revealed the painful truth. Jidenna was not just a potential suitor for Chidalu, he was her father. Stunned silence gripped the room as Adana's parents grappled with the unimaginable reality. Adana, overcome with a mix of anger, sadness, and disbelief, left the room with Chidalu following in confusion. The next day, Jidenna, determined to mend the broken pieces of the past, returned to Adana's parents' house. He explained the circumstances surrounding their separation, recounting how he searched for Adana upon his return from school, unaware of the life they had created together. The revelation left Adana's parents astounded, realizing the depth of the connection that had eluded them for years. In a heartfelt attempt to reconcile, Chidalu stepped forward, acknowledging her long-lost father. The room, once filled with tension, transformed into a space of forgiveness and understanding. Adana, though heartbroken, began to comprehend the complexities of their shared story, eventually finding it in her heart to forgive Jidenna. With newfound clarity and a shared commitment to building a family, Jidenna and Adana decided to start a new chapter of their life together. They married, rekindling the love that had endured the test of time. Chidalu, now a part of a complete family, embraced her role in the reconciliation and began working in her father's company. As time unfolded, Chidalu also found love, and the once lost family discovered the true meaning of happiness. Together, they navigated the complexities of life, cherishing the second chance they had been granted. The once shattered bonds had not only been mended, but blossomed into a tapestry of love, forgiveness, and the resilience of a family reunited. And so they lived happily ever after. The lesson in this story revolves around the importance of communication, forgiveness, and the resilience of familiar bonds. It teaches us that misunderstandings and secrets can lead to unintended consequences. Additionally, it underscores the significance of confronting the past, acknowledging mistakes, and embracing forgiveness to rebuild relationships. The narrative also highlights the transformative power of love and second chances. Despite the challenges and shocking revelations, The characters in the story chose to overcome their initial reactions, opting for understanding and acceptance. The family's reunion and the happiness emphasize that with openness and compassion, people can heal from past wounds and create a harmonious future together. Ultimately, the story teaches us that family is not solely defined by blood, but by the commitment to each other's well-being. It encourages us to value and nurture relationships, acknowledging that even in the face of unexpected twists, genuine love and forgiveness can lead to happily ever after.